This is Dan Tortora here on campus at Christian Brothers Academy. Very happy to be here sitting next to Syair Torrence. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
We have been talking throughout your time at CBA, throughout your recruitment, and it's been an interesting journey, right? An interesting road. Let's go back to the beginning and how recruitment started for you. What do you remember from that first initial phone call, offer? What you got back then?
So my first offer was Syracuse. That was my freshman year. That was our COVID year for the season. And with that, I talked to the coach. It was just a great phone call. That was really my best moment, my favorite moment in my life for 17 years. Might be 18, but that was really my favorite moment that I received. And like having that phone call, that brought me so much joy and so much like. It just gave me more than just like, all right, you got one, but you could get way more. So that's what I took from it.
And you had committed to Syracuse. Then you had changed that decision to Michigan State. Obviously, Michigan State going through a coaching change, Syracuse going through a coaching change. So you've kind of realized how much of a business this really is, and that once you make a decision, things can change. So what went into, as you reflect on it, changing from Syracuse and then changing from Michigan State to reopen your recruitment?
I mean, I had to think about it like just thinking about like, all right, this is a business world more than just like football. So I just got to think about it as a businessman. And with the coaches that I have around me, they taught me and like showed me, all right, this is the pros and cons to this. This what might happen. This will maybe not happen. So really, it was just me not getting my hopes too high, but not having my hopes too low. It was just me just staying normal, just staying neutral that we always talk about. Never get too high, never get too low.
So going through all of this, did it feel like a whirlwind? Did it feel like a tornado at times because you commit and then you kind of change your mind, bring it back out, reopen your recruitment? Was it stressful? Did you, like you said, did you stay even keel through it all? How do you reflect on kind of the emotions of the recruiting process?
I mean, it was definitely emotional with a lot of, like, for me, I had a long experience with it. I had a lot of emotionals, happiness, sadness, stressfulness, depressedness. Some days it'd be rough, but looking back at it, it's like, I'll do it all again. I will never change it. Like, to get to this position I'm at right now, I would not change it a thing.
So when the recruitment opened one last time and you put yourself out there, what was it like as far as the response from the schools? Was it schools that you had heard from all along? Were there new schools that came into it? How was that kind of last phase of recruitment for you?
I mean, it was still the same schools that wanted me before. It was a couple of new schools that wanted me, but they didn't want to pursue me very that hard, but it's okay. I'm still happy and grateful to be right here.
So Boston College, you say yes. Why?
I mean, for me, for being honest here, it was just really the coaches and how my coaches here. Like, I really related my high school coaches to the college coaches, and like having the love from your college coaches just like your high school coaches, that's hard to find in this world now. So like, basically, it was really for me just trusting. Like I said, I'm a hard, like, for me, it's hard for me to trust someone because it's going to take maybe a couple months or a couple of weeks. It depends on the person. But with the Boston College coaches, they just kept showing me love every week, always staying in contact with me, always checking up on me, even outside of football, checking up how my classes is going, how my mom going, how my dad going. It was just really like, dang, like, you need someone in your corner and for your life to, like, for you to be a better man.
Your parents, I know, have been there for you throughout this process, trying to be a support, be a place where you can bounce ideas off of. Obviously, your brother's been through it. So when you look at family throughout this entire journey, what do you want to say is kind of a piece of gratitude to them that they were there when it was stressful, when it was hard, when it was depressing, when it was confusing, just what it means to you to have had your family there?
I mean, it was a blessing and great feeling to have my family there on my signing day. Even though I was missing my brother, but he knew the things that he went through, and I hate to like admit it because like I wish that he never went through it because I wish he was in a better place and just keep doing like in a higher level. But he told me you just gotta take what's given on your plate, and that's really what I'm learning now. Whatever you given on your plate, you just gotta eat. Don't matter what it is. It could be a little piece of cake. You just gotta accept it and eat. So really, that's why I gained from him. And my sisters, they always stayed on top of me. They always making sure, keeping my head right, always making sure that I'm humble but not too cocky, because they always making sure that I'm humble more than cockiness, but always making sure that I gotta walk with the attitude and say that I'm that man.
There's a lot of schools that came onto this campus this year, over 40, and you had numerous offers all around the country. How have you stayed humble and hungry and focused and faithful to your craft?
I mean, when I'm in a game, it's like I gotta beat this person in front of me. It don't matter what offers I got. It don't matter what offers they got. At the end of the day, you gotta beat the person in front of you to win the game. So obviously, I set those offers aside because it didn't mean nothing at that time in the game. Because at that point, I want to win the game. That's my goal, is to go 1-0, and that's what I wanted to do.
In sectionals last season, bitter taste in the mouth of the team. You come back, win sectionals, and win a state championship as your swan song at CBA. Bring me into that feeling from last season, and then taking that emotion, bottling that up, and turning it into a state title.
I mean, like I told the team last year, we didn't lose, we had to learn. That was a learning experience. We only lose if we give up and quit on each other. And we realized that we had to bounce back, stay with each other, and be a family, be a brotherhood in order to win. And that's what we did.
Obviously this state title is a huge memory you're always going to have, but what other moments throughout this past season stick out to you?
Like, just this season or like past other seasons?
You can pick any time at CBA, honestly, either the state title season or if you have those memories that kind of are top of mind that come to you right away when you reflect.
I mean, if we're being honest, I'm going to have to go back to all the way to 8th grade, my first year playing football. The environment and like the energy wasn't there at first, and I realized in order to be picked up, I got to pick myself up as a leader. So it took me a couple of years to finally realize I was a leader. It took me till, I want to say, junior year to realize that I was a leader. 10th grade year, I was just becoming a leader, but like only on the field. So my goal this year as a senior was to be more of a big brother outside of football, more of a, you guys are good, you guys are doing good, oh, you need help with homework, oh, how's your mom doing? Like, just being a brother, not just a teammate. That's really what I took from all my years at CBA. And honestly, it really made me a better person I am now.
When you look at this coaching staff, Casey Brown, Bruce Williams, Brian Bruno, so on and so forth, when you look at this staff, what did they do to bring a better man out of you, not just a better football player?
They all taught me so much in different ways. Like, Coach Williams helped me a lot with my football career. Coach Bruno helped me a lot to see in the world of business. And then Coach Brown, he was just there mentally for me. And that's what I really needed, was someone that was there mentally, because I was going through stuff sometimes, but having those three in my corner, it honestly made my day better. And then going to my teammates and seeing everybody happy, that's really what made my day better.
Was there ever a thought in your mind that the team that you had this season and everything that you've been through and everything that you said you didn't lose, you learned, was there ever a thought that you weren't going to get to this state title?
Never. It was always just thought, we got to go 1-0. We got to beat the team today. We can't beat them tomorrow. We can't beat them yesterday. We got to beat them now. You can't wait. You got to give everything you got into today. You can't save it for next week. You don't know if next week going to come. You got to go today.
And selfishly, for those that know that you're here from Central New York, playing for Boston College, we can still have that hope of seeing you in the Dome again. What is so exciting as you take this next step about Boston College, about who they are, what the program is? They have a history with Christian Brothers Academy, recruiting here, and believing in student athletes here. So you get to continue that history, continue that bridge between BC and CBA. So what's on your mind as you become an Eagle?
I mean, first I just gotta prepare myself for my school and for football. I gotta stay on top of my grades this year. I gotta stay on top of my work ethic right now, especially for the off season. I gotta come in prepared. I can't come in slacking. I can't come in lacking. I just gotta keep working. And then with the school work, I just gotta talk to my teachers, my tutors, just communicating with teachers and my what's the word called? My teachers, really, just communicating with them, and then being communicating with my coaches, just being prepared. That's really my number one thing coming in as a freshman.
We've seen you as a DB, we've seen you as a wide receiver. What are we expecting to see you as at Boston College?
Well, I can't say right now, but just know I'm an athlete. I can do whatever.
Okay, so to be prepared for what's about to come. We're going to have some fun here, as we always do, to round out this conversation with Syair Torrence here at Christian Brothers Academy, heading to the Boston College Eagles and continuing the proof that Central and Upstate New York has a lot of talent here. We're going to play rapid fire again. So you get to start it off. You can ask me any question in the world whenever you're ready.
Any question? Like
anything.
Any question? That's a hard one.
Anything at all. Unless you want me to go first.
You go first.
Okay.
I need some ideas.
All right. If you had to describe yourself as a dish, because you talked about eating what's on your plate. So if you could put anything on your plate and it describes Syair Torrence, what is it?
Mac and cheese. Because you're going to always come back to it.
Okay. Who's mac and cheese? Is it someone specific that makes it or not?
My sister, I feel like my sister got the best mac and cheese ever. So I always got to go to her.
Okay. All right. What's your question for me?
On Thanksgiving, what's your first thing that you're going to grab?
On Thanksgiving, first thing. Probably, well, we go in my Italian family, we go in order of certain things. So we have soup first, but I go after what I make in memory of my grandmother, my G-Mama, which is her sweet potatoes. That's where I go first. So I got sweet potatoes every day. All right, Syair. What is the one word that you want Casey Brown, if he made a shirt with your face on it, what's one word that he would put underneath your face?
Underneath my... Can I do 3 words?
Yeah.
Call your mom.
Call your mom. Okay.
If you know, you know. It's on my back plate.
All right, call your mom. All right, fair enough. All right, so what's your question for me?
If you could go back to your childhood memory, what was your best moment?
I would say my best moment, there's a lot of moments that I would go back to. Childhood-wise, that's the first thing that came to my head. I would go back to 1992, and I would just replay all that time with my grandfathers, because it's been 32 years, which is insane to say, but it's been 32 years since they passed away, and if I could get anything from God, I would take another second with them. That's what I would ask for. All right, my last one for you, Cy. You get to pick the topic. Music, movies, or sports. Pick it. See how quick I can create a question on your topic.
I'm gonna go sports.
You're gonna go sports. Okay. All right. What if you could set a table of 3 people to have dinner with that are in the sports world right now? Who would you eat dinner with and why? Could be any sport, anywhere in the world. Who are the 3 people you eat with?
Are they playing right now?
Yeah.
Oh, playing right now. I gotta go with Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
That's my QB right there. That's my team. I gotta go with Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
And then for the third, I'm gonna go with Fred Warner.
Okay. Why did you pick each of them?
So for Jalen Hurts, that's my team. The Eagles, that's my team. I'm a diehard Eagles fan. I don't care what no one say about the record or who we lose to. It don't matter. We gonna be good. The second, I said Tyreek Hill. That's He the best receiver in the league right now. He proven that. He been proving that since he got into the league, and given the chance that he got, he been showing out. Fred Warner, the way that he like play on defense, he's just so smart. He's not the biggest, he's not the strongest, he's not the fastest, but he played with so much IQ that he make the game so quicker for him. It just make the game so much smoother.
Okay, I like it. What's your last question?
If you could pick any sport to play, what would it be and why?
Probably basketball. Yeah, it would be basketball. Played since I picked up my first basketball when I was 3. Played organized when I was 7. Got recruited D3 to play at Marywood, which is where I ended up. Didn't like my last coach that I had, so I was kind of iffy about going. They're like, just run with us for a little bit. Ended up waiting, met the coach who had recruited me when I was broadcasting, and we built a relationship that way, and I stuck with it. But yeah, I think if there's one thing where I wonder, like, what would that avenue look like, it would probably be basketball. Just because I love it, I can shut my brain off when I play. I love the challenge of it. I'm a very quiet, tenacious person. I don't talk trash, because if I talk trash, I lose immediately. So I can't talk trash, but the basketball world is, I firmly believe I could step in on any staff and help a staff coach a team, because that's just a sport that I can close my eyes and hear what defense you're in by the way your sneakers are moving, type of thing. So with that being said, Syair Torrence, heading to the Boston College Eagles, continuing this beautiful bridge between Christian Brothers Academy and getting not only the athletic future, but the academic future as well as you step forward. Sy, it's been a pleasure. I hope we've just gotten started, and you'll let me cover you throughout your journey from here. And Boston College, you got a great one. You already know. I don't have to tell you. And between you and I, and apparently the rest of the world, I'll be watching you on Saturdays.
Thank you.
Always hoping the best for you.
Of course. Thank you.
All right. And call your mom.
Call her.
Thanks, Sy.